Welcome to the premiere episode of
Cooking with the Graci Boys. Today we'll be making short rib tacos. Yum!
We got these gorgeous, boneless short ribs at Costco. We'll be seasoning the ribs with the roasted garlic and pepper spice.
We're using seasoning salt,
We have ground sweet paprika.
chili powder,
We have beef bouillon cubes.
onion powder,
We have some flour.
and taco seasoning with reduced salt.
We're gonna start by magically chopping these onions. Ta-da!
We're gonna put some sunflower oil into our cast iron pan and heat it to a medium to high heat.
So we're gonna cut our short ribs into manageable chunks. So you can really tell how good you are at washing your hands if you take some, paint and some white gloves and rub the paint around. You can really see where you don't get. It's a good way to waste some paint and some gloves. Now we're gonna season our meat with seasoning salt and sweet paprika. Once your ribs are well seasoned, we're gonna coat them in a nice layer of flour.
We're gonna put some oil in our crock pot. And then we'll add the onions.
Now we're gonna sear it in our cast iron pan. Juicy. Now we will get our beef bouillon base ready for the crock pot. Now we'll add our ribs to a bed of onions. We're gonna pour 2 cups of bouillon in.
Now we'll add our spices. Now we'll let this cook for 4 to 5 hours on low and make some homemade taco shells. We're gonna sift some flour. We're making homemade tortillas.
You pour it this time and all. We have 6 cups of flour.
We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
We're gonna mix this all up.
Once we mixed all our dry ingredients, we're gonna make a well in the flour.
Now we're gonna add 2/3 a cup of olive oil.
Now we're gonna add 2 cups of warm water.
Gonna knead the dough. Now let's check in on our ribs. Oh, they smell so good.
Now we'll use some kitchen magic to turn these into tortillas. Do you believe in magic?
Now we're gonna cover these bad boys and let them rest for an hour. Time to shred the ribs and then we'll fry our tacos. Another thing to note, you're gonna wanna trim the fat off of the ribs before you shred them.
Now we're gonna roll our tortilla dough. You heat a frying pan to medium heat and fry it till it's golden brown.
Next, you put it in the frying pan and cook it till it's golden brown for 45 seconds. Once it bubbles, you need to flip it. Once you got the brown spots, you can store it and keep it covered till you're ready to eat. We doubled the recipe and got 32 tortilla shells. You can cut them in half, but we're gonna save them.
Now we're ready to eat. Pass me some tortillas so I can make my taco.
That's a
Taste test. It's time for the taste test.
the premiere episode of Cooking with the
Graci
Graci Boy. We got these gorgeous short ribs at Taco. We have ground sweet. Go. We have ground speed. We have beef bouillon cubes.
We're gonna put some oil into our crock pan.
Crock pot.
We're gonna put some oil in our crock pot and add the onions. That was not.
Once we're done.
Wait.
Don't walk on the curb when you're doing it.
Now we're gonna sift some flour. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And 2.
So we're gonna take our spatula and create a little hole. We're gonna then put our oil inside the hole.
Once we finished with all our dry ingredients,
Now we're gonna add 2/3 a cup of olive oil. Now we're gonna add 2/3 a cup of olive oil. Now we're gonna add 2/3 a cup of olive oil. That sound was Papa's stomach.
Every time he yells at us, you're gonna laugh.
I was thinking about the time that he had his...
now let's check out on our ribs.
Watch.
Very good.
Okay.
I did the part for you.
Okay, you can cut.
Do you believe in magic?
Dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot diggity dog. Hot dog, hot dog, hot diggity dog.
I sing better than Uncle Mario, don't I? Do you believe in magic?
One more time.
I'm doing the wrong key.
Sing it lower.
Do you believe in magic?
Do you believe in magic?
I'm not a one-take Charlie, I'm a five-take Charlie. Do you believe in magic?
Now we're gonna cover these bad boys and let them rest for an hour. Wait. Okay, cut that up. 3, 2. Time to shred the meat.
Then you heat a frying pan to medium or high heat. Then you heat a frying pan till it's to medium to heat. Then you heat a frying pan to medium heat until it turns golden brown. Then you heat a frying pan to
Next. Next, you put it in the frying pan. Fry it till it's about golden brown for. Next, you put it in the frying pan and cook it until it's in.
Say it. Once it bubbles, you need to flip it.
Once it bubbles, you need to flip it. Another thing to note, you're gonna wanna trim the rat. We need to trim the rat? The rat. The rat? Why? I'm done. I'm gonna go watch my iPad. Actually, I need my iPad.